Hey guys, what's up? It is Lux here. Welcome back to my channel for another video. This is one of my spectatings on my own matches. If you saw the last video, then you know that this is just quick play. The reason for that is because I was playing on, it was the day the Hurricane Milton hit Florida. And so this was literally like maybe an hour after I got power back, and I just wasn't comfortable. I didn't trust the power grid was going to hold up because sometimes it comes back on and then the power goes back out. So I didn't want to load into comp with that risk. So I just played some quick play, but these games ended up turning out to be really good ones for spectating, both for my own education and seeing like maybe I should have done that differently, or maybe I should have done this differently, or just times that I wanted to kind of review things that my tank or my DPS did that made it really hard for me to do my job, so that if a tank or a DPS player happens to watch this video, they might see like, oh, this is why I didn't get saved in that game, or this is why I didn't get healing. So just kind of things to think about for all of us, for myself and for anyone who might be playing on a team with a Lifeweaver. These are just things to think about. And some of these tips actually were for like any support. Like you might not be getting healing because you're not in line of sight, and that's for most of the supports. Yeah, so we're gonna just kind of get right into that. We're gonna kind of spectating myself. I'll pause at times that need a little bit more explanation of why I did that, made that decision, or what went wrong there, what went well. So yeah, let's get to it. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. All right. I kind of just always throw my pedal down, like right here. Not right here, because as you can see, I'm getting stuck on that ceiling, so I'm gonna break it immediately so that no one on my team thinks that that's a good pedal to take. And I'm still kind of like frazzled from that pedal being messed up there, so I accidentally let my Zen die here, and then I should have pulled Ashe. I just didn't. This was just bad reaction time from me. But I do pull Sigma. I try to get him to me. It's not gonna happen because it's now like 2v3, 4, something like that. Something crazy. We all dying. That's okay. Restart. Reset. So now it's kind of one of those positions where it happens on this map to me a lot, where we just get fucking stuck in spawn. And Zen's down again. I think at this point Zen's got like 65 healing. There's only so much I can do when I have to also heal our tank and stuff, so I was trying to ping for a Reaper, but I guess because I broke line of sight that the ping system was just like, well, I don't know what you're trying to say. I was gonna pull Ryan, but it grabbed Zen, so I try to leave. Alright, let's pause for a second, because things are happening. I try to save pull for when, especially on tanks, I really try not to pull them until I know that they are taking more damage than I can out heal. So if you're on crit, but I know my like 80 or what, my 60 that I'm not gonna full charge to 80, but if I shoot 60 healing at you and I know that's gonna sustain you, I'll leave you in that fight because I know that's what you want to do. You do you, boo boo, go ahead. But at that point I was like, I'm gonna have to reload soon. As soon as I need to reload, that's when he's gonna fall, so I go to grab him, but Zen's in the way, and it grabs Zen. Ryan dies. Yeah. So we are looking at the floor right now because I heard that D.Va ult, and I thought I was gonna pedal, but then something else destroys me. Juno destroys me before I can even get the pedal down, so series of unfortunate events. Restart again. Especially with tanks, like, going back to that point, especially with tanks like Junker Queen, I really try not to reserve pull, not to pull until I know like you have no cooldowns. Like a Junker Queen or like an Orisa, I really try, and there's a lot to be watching because now as a support, I am not only trying to keep track of what ults the enemy has. If I need to save pedal for a D.Va bomb, if I need to save life grip for a Reaper ult, pedal for a Junkrat tire, any of that. But I'm also trying to think about my own team and what cooldowns they have. So ones that I can think of that I do this a lot with especially would be like a Junker Queen, a Mei, a Roadhog, those people who have some sort of self-sustainability. So I'm not going to pull a Mei if I know she has Ice Block, so I'm going to just let her go off and be a little psychopath murderer. If I know she has Ice Block, I'm not going to worry about that crit. But if I just saw her use Ice Block within like 6 seconds, I don't know the exact cooldown because I don't play a lot of DPS. I don't know the exact cooldown, but I know if it's been like 6 seconds, it's been like not even 10 seconds since she last used Ice Block, and now she's on crit again. Now I'm pulling her because she's got nothing to save her own ass there. And same with like a Junker Queen, I'm not going to pull her until I've seen that she's already used Yell. She doesn't have any of her, like, Junker Queen's really good at self-sustaining or self-healing, getting her shields back up. So, like, I really try to keep hands off of Junker Queen until I've seen, you know, all of your cooldowns have been burned and you're still on crit. Now I'm pulling you. And sometimes people get mad, but it's like, you were gonna die if I leave you there. I don't know if you wanted to die with glory or something, but I'm not leaving you there. So, long-winded tirade of, like, I'm not going to pull unless I feel like there's a real need for it. So now I'm just trying to get some damage so we can try to get out of this spawn lock. It seems to be working. Zen's got ult, which I am not really sure how, because he did not have much healing at this point. I guess it's all the damage, but now I knew I was taking damage, but it wasn't enough to kill me, so I just kind of ignored it and moved forward because I really wanted to just get this tree down on point. I didn't care if I died as long as tree was down on point to keep my team up so we could cap it. It all worked out though, because whoever was shooting me gave up, I guess. I don't know. It's quick play. Just trying to throw some damage down. Of course, I need to reload as soon as Ryan does shatter. I always like to tickle damage whenever Ryan shatters because it just helps make sure that someone can secure the kill. But I needed to reload. And I like to keep a petal in one of the corners because it gives the petal some cover, but it also just means that I'm there. And that right there. So I like to keep my petal in one of these corners so that it's a little bit protected, it's a little bit shielded. Like, as you can see over here, if I put the petal in this corner and I take it up, like, I still have a good bit of cover. I'm up on my petal, I have the high ground, I can see, I can heal everyone, but they have to be over there where that sim is. Sim? Who is that? Baby Diva! Where that Baby Diva is. I have to be over there for anyone, they'd have to be over there for anyone to reach me when I'm on this part. I had moved the tree or the petal over here. I don't know why I moved the petal over here. It's not as good of a spot. Like, it does stop me from getting flanked because I have the walls here, but it now has me open in a lot more spots. But I got up here for that safety so that I couldn't be hit as easily, and then you'll see my Zen again on crit. My Zen has been having a really rough game at this point. They just keep dying, and I need that. I need that extra healing help. The DPS needs the extra damage help. He goes right underneath my petal. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves as Lifeweaver, is no one's paying attention to me as their support, which is, I mean, fine, you don't have to pay attention to me. But understand that if I'm on my petal in the sky and you go underneath my petal, you break line of sight. I can't see you, I can't heal you. I need to now come down, lose my high ground to heal you. So, like, just something to be aware of if you're on a team with a Lifeweaver and, like, your health is depleting. Yes, come closer to me, but don't go right underneath me if I'm up on petal, because I can't help you there, or I have to put myself in a really risky position in order to help you. So that's what I did here, is I saw Zen was on crit going underneath me, so I dropped down so that I could heal him. Now I'm in a bad situation. I gotta wait 2 seconds for my petal to drop back down to the ground so I can take it back up again. And then here's my atrocious aim, trying to get that Baby Diva. I hear some steps over there, so I'm trying to pay attention, and then I see that tire, and whenever, again, tire is one of those things that when tire's coming, I'm going up on that pedal, and I'm just grabbing anyone. I don't care who it is, I don't care if it's the tank. I'm grabbing anyone to go up on that pedal with me if I can see that they are in line of, like, dying. That and Diva bombs. Like, sorry if it fucks up your big plan, but you were gonna die to that bomb, and so I am going to pull you. Alright, so if you saw the previous video, I mentioned how sometimes I like to use petal as sort of like a junk trap. I like to throw it down behind me so if anyone's pursuing me, they end up triggering the petal, going up in the air. It confuses them for a second. It breaks their aim. If they were like locked on my head, now they're 5 feet up in the air and they're no longer locked on my head for just a split second. It buys me a split second, but sometimes that split second is life or death. Like, that's all I needed to get around the corner or something. We're about to see me attempt that. in this room here, and it's gonna end very badly. So, oh no, I died right here. So I think it happens when I go back in. Regardless, we're about to see one of those situations where I was trying to use Petal as a trap to buy myself a second, and it didn't work. Alright, so healing. This Mora Herb is just having a field day in here. Alright, so Genji's pushing in, so I'm pushing in. I honestly, yeah, I went up on that Petal because I thought Reaper was ulting. That's why he just completely ignored me as he's walking past me. And I looked for someone to pull them with me, but it did not work. And there we go. I was trying to get myself out of that room, put the Petal down behind me. It somehow fucked up really bad and just trapped me in the room that I was trying to get out of, and did not work the way I intended, but that was the vision. That's what was there. It didn't work out.
Ready for battle.
Alright.
Are you and Roadhog together?
By this point of the game, I know my tank is going to be really
Are you
aggressive. They're going to be up there a lot, so I'm putting a little bit more focus into just sustaining them. And you'll see that more on this map, where I'm just kind of like, yeah, I let the tank go and do what he wants, but I'm ready to pull him or just do what I need to keep him alive while I enable that reckless behavior a little bit. Because I don't always need to change it. Like, there's nothing, if it's working, there's nothing bad with that playstyle. It's just something that supports need to adjust to. If that's how your tank's going to play, you need to adjust how you're supporting them. So, come in, get my tickle damage, try to get that early ult charge.
that should do it.
Try to keep this Zen alive. This is another spot that I really like to keep my Petal, just waiting for myself. I should have pulled Rat there, but I don't think I saw that he was crit soon enough. And then I jumped down to try to pull him, and it was too late. He was dead. And then Ryan went in there, and now Ryan's dead, and now Genji's dead, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to take Zen with me if I need to. He looks fine right now, but oh, there's a D.Va flanking. I'm pulling you now because now you're just getting sandwiched between them. And that was a beautiful defense matrix by D.Va there. So that defense matrix by D.Va stopped me from healing Zen. So I'm trying to heal him. It's not loading, but there we go. I'm trying to heal him. My heals are going to get eaten by defense matrix, so Zen is dying here. There's nothing I can do. I already used pull on him like 2 seconds ago. Same thing, I don't have pull for Junkrat, so I just need to try to heal, but taking too much damage. I do manage to save Genji. I don't know why Ryan went in there while the rest of us were still back here dealing with shit, but again, I've learned that this is playstyle, so I need to adjust to it. Just trying not to die right here in spawn, just trying to get our team together. But nobody really wants to listen to me, and everyone wants to just like, yeah, we can 1v5 it, like, sure. And this is where I start babysitting that tank because, like I said, I saw his playstyles. Alright, this is gonna be really good. Okay. We're gonna see a comic series of events that ends up working in my favor here. Alright, D.Va Bomb. I'm going up on my Petal, and like I said, I'm looking around for anyone to grab. I don't know what's stopping my Petal here. I don't know. Like, this is one of those things where it happens so much. I have no idea what's stopping my Petal. Like, if it's that one tiny leaf, that one little bit of the leaf that's stopping it from going up any further, I don't know. But this is where I hear D.Va ult. I'm going up on my Petal to save myself, and then I'm just looking around for anyone to grab. Happened to be Zen. I grabbed him. He hides in that little room, ends up breaking out because Petal is still here to block the D.Va ult. But theoretically, what I wanted to go up higher, because if I'm high enough, what is going on up there? Oh, that's the D.Va ult. Okay. If I'm high enough, then it doesn't matter where the D.Va ult goes. It's not going to hit me. But this D.Va ult is going to go... Is that the D.Va ult? The D.Va went down. What is... Interesting. I guess the D.Va ult, but D.Va just shot her ult. Oh, it's the new mech coming in. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But so let's watch from here, because this right here. It just worked out that the D.Va ult stopped right underneath my pedal, so this still worked even though we got stuck on I don't know what. I don't know what we're stuck on. I don't know why we're not going any higher. Doesn't matter. If D.Va's ult would have been right here, it would have had enough line of sight to kill me. If I was higher, my pedal was up here, it didn't matter if the D.Va ult was all the way back there. I was gonna be covered enough for this pedal to work. It didn't, I mean, it ended up working out, but that's not what I intended because I don't know what my pedal is stuck on right now. Like, whatever, it worked out, but that's, I evade D.Va ults as often as possible and just pull whoever's with me. I mean, I guess we're kind of lucky it wasn't the Rhine that I pulled with it, but high beam. Whatever. There we go. We survived. Let's get back in my POV. Ryan's charging back in. I'm trying to get that Junkrat. I managed to save him. Alright. Toast Sniffer is at 69% ult charge, by the way. So again, I like to keep my pedal here. I'm just going to put one down in case I need it. I was actually standing too close to it when I released it, so it does launch it up, but whatever. Healing. And then I noticed that Zen's using my pedal, which is totally fine. It just means that I need to keep an eye on that timer meter to know when I need to place a new one. But doesn't matter because I hear junk tire, which means I'm going up on my fucking pedal and I'm bringing someone with me. I was trying to bring Zen with me, but Zen decided he was going to 1v1 the Reaper and said, whatever, go for it. So yeah, we survived some ults there. I guess just junk tire. We survived junk tire and a Reaper that can one-shot a Zen, but Zen was ready to take that challenge, I guess. I hear my pedal broke, so I throw another one down because clearly someone was using that, and if they were getting advantage from that. The thought process here was I thought that the tree was going to be big enough to block the whole staircase. It's not, so they can still go around it, but... So this wasn't the best, like, healing tree because we didn't really need the healing. It was meant to be a block. And I knew that was coming, but Zen's got this one, so I'm not even worried about pulling someone. Alright, he's dead now. I heard footsteps. I'm trying to get something, but it's that Moira that's behind the wall. Alright. Now we got some more fun things happening in a second here. Alright, yeah, I'm just spamming in here to just try to help bring down some health bars. Somebody else can secure the kills if they want them, but... Alright, I see Soldier there, and Alright, so that was... I had pedal down because we were using it, but I see Soldier there, and I just know that he's going to try to get on that pedal and use it for high ground advantage, so I break it immediately as soon as I see that he's there. I'm breaking that pedal because he's not going to use my pedal against me. So I break it, and then go back to the team. And then I see crit, trying to heal the crit, and then I see more crit, and then I'm trying to pull the crit, and it grabs the Junkrat instead of the crit. I don't know why. Usually it's really good about pulling the one with the lesser health. It pulls the Junkrat instead. I mean, it ends up working out. Genji survives somehow, some way. He's insane. But I wish it would have pulled the Genji instead of the Junkrat, because Junkrat had enough health that I wasn't really worried about him. And I think that's another thing that I gotta play with my settings. Like, there's the sensitivity for life grip, and I've been like testing it higher, lower. I don't know where the sweet spot is yet, but that's one of those that's like, maybe if I had my settings a little different, would have grabbed the correct target, but it didn't. Doesn't matter. Where did all these coconuts come from is what I want to know. But it works out in our favor. We win this match. Where did the coconuts come from? What? I want to know where the coconuts come from. Let's get, and I don't even see a fucking tree that could have coconuts in it. Where did they come from? Alright. Just nowhere. They just come from nowhere. Okay. Cool. Anyway. We won point 2, and I think part of this was because I started to figure out how Ryan was going to play.
Ready for battle.
And at this point, I already know that, like, Zen's kind of just going to stay on Zen, even though it's kind of getting rolled. I mean, he picked up a little bit better. After that first point, he was a little bit better there. But I've gotten a little bit more comfortable with my teammates at this point, so
Never solved anything.
I know that I know kind of how to adapt to them in that case. Another spot that I just like to leave a pedal, it gives me, so you're going to see it here in a second, it gives me this ability to heal over that top, but get me back down into safety really quick. Zen versus Maga is never going to end well, so I pull him, but that means Genji dies because I was paying attention to Zen. And now I don't have pull for Ryan, so I'm just trying to heal him through it. Ryan's just doing silly little Ryan things. I'm going to get behind him and try to heal him here. And there, look, crit. Why? Why? So Ryan somehow survives this, right? He somehow survives it. We're not back far enough. He somehow survives bringing Mauga over here. Cool. Awesome. You are on crit right now. I'm trying to heal you. Zen's trying to heal you. You dropped your shield. You're still on crit. You see that big critical sign? You're still on crit. You dropped your shield. You are not going to fire strike all 4 of them and take them all down. So what you should do is leave your shield up, let your shield take the damage while we're healing them, while we're healing you, and then you can try to fire strike all 4 of them, okay? Just give us a second to heal you. No, fire strikes. Does put his shield back up. For a split second, I get 1 thing of healing to you, and then shield's broken. If you would have left it up for that whole, like, 3 seconds it took to throw fire strike, you would have been fully healed. But no. You dropped it, now shield's down, and now everyone's just dead. And then I pull Zen here because he is following the Moira Orb backwards. Moira Orb is destroying his shit right here. And he is continuing to back up with it. So I didn't want to use pull because I don't want to have that 13-second cooldown, but if he keeps following that orb back, it's going to kill him before I can heal him, so I need to pull him. And now I don't have pull, so it's just kind of like, I hope everyone else is doing good. I don't know why we're peeking a Bastion, but like, we're peeking a Bastion as in, it's fine. Just kind of healing everyone, trying to keep them up until our tank got back. Our tank is back. Where's our other DPS? Oh, there's our other DPS. And then I'm like, maybe I should go investigate, but I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna go die here. I'm gonna pull someone out here. I pulled tank. Tank goes right back in instead of disengaging for a second. Again, he just did this on Ryan. He needs to disengage for a second, let us heal him. They must not have known I was here. I don't know. I'm invisible. So I just kind of hide and wait for my team to come back. Then I look down to make sure that Bastion doesn't find me. Bastion didn't find me. It looks like he found Zen. So, okay, good. Go ahead. Find Zen if you want. I don't care. So now I come out. Now my team's recuperated. I wasn't sure if he was going to ult here, so I kind of pedaled out of emergency response. Genji went to find a health pack, so I gave up on him. And then I'm going to drop Tree here because, one, they have Juno ult, but also we just need to be a little bit more aggressive, and that extra healing gets me some time to do some DPS. Works out because Ryan is a crazy animal, and yeah, takes care of that. So now we've got the point, and they have 84%, so we need to hold this the whole time. And that's where I was just getting away from that Moira Orb. And Zen almost walked that into me. And I don't know what broke my pull here. I had Junkrat, and I was supposed to pull him, and it didn't work. So now I jumped down in there. I was too late. I was trying to, because my pull didn't work, my thought process there was jump down and pedal us all out, but it didn't end up working out because I waited too long and everyone was already dead. But I was still just kind of confused on why my life grip didn't work there. So, like, I knew I couldn't save everyone, but I could at least save one. So now we're getting spawn pushed. It's really too late to do anything about that, but I just want to try to get that kill because Soldier was low, but then it got healed. Whatever, end of the match. So that was one that it's like, I could have done some things better, but a lot of it was also just on positioning of my team and me being unable to help them in those spots where it's like, yeah, I maybe, if it wasn't quick play, I probably should have switched because like the team comp that we were apparently married into, everyone wanted to stay on the heroes that they had, which is totally fine. I should have adjusted to like a Moira or a Kiriko or something to meet their play styles. This is quick play. I wanted to play Lifeweaver. I wasn't switching. So that's how that one worked out. But that one was a really good one as far as like positioning and things that I need to work on. Like my sneaky little escapes that did not work because I put Petal in the wrong spot. Yeah, so that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to hit like, comment, subscribe if you are liking these. I plan on putting out a little bit more of this style video as well as some other things, like if I get some good comp games, posting those. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.